So there's some new phone coming out in a couple of weeks, so why don't you just wait online to figure out what it is? Welcome to the 365 vlog, we'll talk about it in a second. Hello people, today is June 15th, 2016, day 167 of the 365 vlog. I'm going to talk about patience, lines, and the waiting problem. Patience is one of those things that we have to have in everyday life, where waiting in a line or waiting for something, we need to have a certain amount of it, because if we don't, we'll get frustrated and it just doesn't bode well with our whole day outlook or moment outlook type thing. However, I am not the person to be waiting in line, and very more often than not, I find myself waiting in line for something and then wondering, do I really need to wait there? And I'm going to explain to you why you should never wait on a line. Lines by convention are designed to waste your time. Now, you yourself may think whatever you're waiting in line for, it's actually really important. However, that is not the case. What you think may be important actually isn't as important as you think it is, because you're wasting your time. I see some crazy examples of people waiting online. People waiting on the iPhone lines weeks before the phone actually even drops or anything about it. They're just camped out there ready to be the first person to reclaim what the first person ever did who had the iPhone. And you're not gonna do that. You're wasting your time. But now there's this one issue I want to talk about, and that's the waiting paradox. The waiting paradox is basically where you stand online for something long enough that you actually cannot leave the line. I'm explaining to you what this actually means. Have you ever actually waited for the bus? This is just a waiting example, not a line example, where you've waited for the bus long enough and it's been like 30 minutes since the bus came. It could take you 30 minutes to walk home. However, you spent those 30 minutes waiting for the bus, and now at this point it doesn't make sense to leave because you've put so much time into it. Not saying that you can't actually just go up and walk, but why would you when you've put so much time into waiting for a bus that may or may not come? Honestly, that's really up to you. I don't really care at the end of the day. My ass will most likely get stuck in the waiting paradox of a line. Now, usually if it's something that I want and I think that it's valued at anything, is that I will go out in a line and wait for it. Like when the new Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance came out, I waited on a long ass fucking line to go get that game. Was it smart? No. Did I save time? No. Did I want the game? Yes. And that's why I stayed on the line. But was it worth it? Could I waited another week to get the game in the store where I didn't have to wait on a line? No. And this comes back to the last point of lines. Lines in the context of new releases, like I've said, for iPhones and for video games, those are all to fulfill a desire within yourself to be like the first one ahead of the pack. So when you're waiting on the line, you're thinking to yourself, if I just put in this little time, it'll put me ahead because I get to play this game first, or I get to be with this technology first. Whatever it is, it's about being first. Granted, you're probably not the first person in the line. You're just probably the first person in the line of people in the world to get the product that you wanted first. It gets really meta at this point because what? You're waiting on the line, right? Because you want to be the first person in line in the world to get this product. But then you want to be the first person in the line because sometimes people who are first in the line get special privileges, like special things and perks. Maybe like the first 30 people get like another phone or get like another special thing, but you're all the way at the end of the line. Granted, you're still part of the like 1% of people who are going to play this maybe day one, but you're still not that special at the end of the day on the line, so why wait? That brings us back to patience, all back to patience. And that is basically just wait for the shit to come out. Don't go out and buy it immediately. Just chill at home. Wait for it to come out like Thursday, Friday, if you're not doing anything like I usually am not, and go pick up your game or technology. It's not going anywhere. It's just, I think maybe we've gotten a little bit better about it because we can order it in our homes, or we don't have to actually go out in line. It's changed a bit over the years, but don't buy the hype until you've actually seen a couple of things about whatever it is you're trying to buy. So I hate lines a lot. Hey guys, that's pretty much all I have for you today, and if you made it to the end of this video, don't hesitate to hit the like button, and also if it's your first time seeing my face, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button because I make new videos every day and I hope that you enjoy them. So tell me in the comment section, guys, when was a time you stayed on a line that was longer than you needed to be on it, or you had that sense of value that you wanted to be first, or whatever reason you stayed on the line? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. But yeah, guys, I'm Vandal. Don't forget to keep it 365, and I'll talk to you tomorrow with another video. Peace. Bye. The bed. The bed is the most sinister thing ever developed by man, because when you are in it, getting out of it is like a quicksand trap in the morning. Because you're in it, you're comfortable and you're complacent, and the world does not matter because you just want